So, talking about Long Beach and being in this diverse community, um, I read through your website and you said you had a focus on delivering and educating minority groups such as Latinx, African American. And as a member of Long Beach, I've noticed there's ice cream man trucks, there's eloteros, there are,
Right.
It's just reeking of I know it's my I love my culture, I love my food,
Yeah.
but it tends to be food that's very high in sugar, that's very high in fat, and
Cholesterol.
I love that you are making a focus on these communities. And I was wondering, what was the thought process behind Long Beach, and what about these communities in Long Beach that made you want to help them?
So I kind of hear what you're saying. Like, I know that there's a lot fewer fresh produce stores in 90805 or wherever. Every Sunday morning we go to Grace Park, we go to, and then a couple of encampments over there. We go to 2 or 3 parks in the northwest side of Long Beach, because we know there's food deserts there, and we're doing our best to here, have some corn on the cob, have some elote, some, something fresh, eat an apple, eat a banana, and people are pretty excited about it. Generally, they're pretty happy to have something that is actually good for them, and you don't feel so toxic after you eat it. Like Frito-Lay's yummy, but not great for your body. Every community or every culture can learn a little bit from other. That's I think the strength of having a diverse culture is that you can take what you like and leave the rest, so to speak. And then the further you go into it, the more you're able to build your own knowledge base about how you want to live your life and how you want to impact other people, and how you want to eat and how you want to center yourself as a person, or whatever it might be. There's just a million different ways that you can garner information from other people that can be beneficial to you and to your community. So when your original question was, how did I get drawn to certain communities?
What made you want to help these communities?
Well, we basically identified where the most food, one of the very first things we did was put together a map of where the most food deserts were. And do you know what a food desert is? Maybe I should.
No.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Briefly, it's just an area where there's no fresh produce within walking distance.
Okay.
So the majority of what you have maybe on the northwest side or the west side is going to be things like liquor stores or corner stores or 7-Elevens or whatever that are not really focused on, let me give you the healthiest thing I can give you, And when they do bring in food like that, I'm actually kind of working on a project about that right now, trying to bring in healthier and cheaper food to places like that. When they do have food like that, it's usually significantly more expensive than it would be if you drove 3 miles east. You could get something quite a bit cheaper and healthier. So again, it was about equity. Let's bring healthier stuff to the communities that can benefit from that. And we see that there's obesity issues in those communities because they're not getting access to healthy food. And then there's also cancer issues because they're by the refineries and the other environmental hazards. So my thinking, I guess, was about equity and also trying to get to the people that were already struggling the most. It's more expensive to buy decent food where people are struggling more, which makes no sense whatsoever to me. So we're like, here, it's free, take it, And I feel like that kind of evens things out a little bit.
Just to end things off, what's the main highlight of your day? What is one thing that makes your day or just what's something that you look forward to every day? It can differ, but like, what's like something that you look forward to?
Camaraderie, I think. Again, exposure to a bunch of different ways of looking at things, that's huge. But for the most part, we are a pretty tight-knit group of people that run the organization. And, you know, there's been variations. There's been times when it's been a little bit harder because COVID put people through a lot. So people were struggling emotionally, psychologically. But I also feel like we are aware of the fact that what we do it makes a significant difference in the community, and that feels good. You know, that when we're pulling together and we're all doing our best, put our best effort into it, then we can feel pretty good about changes that we're trying to make in the community. So I guess that's my highlight.
Yeah.
To have a team of people that cares about that kind of thing, you know, and that we're constantly trying to build that with more and more different perspectives and ideas and suggestions. Because if you're only working with the same people all the time who have a specific mindset, where does the inspiration for new ways of doing things that might be more efficient, that might be more beneficial? I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of repeating myself, but I love getting the feedback from as many different places as I possibly can, so that I can really sort through them and think, okay, this is what I believe. What do you guys believe about all this? And then we can have some pretty good conversations.